Okay, so what we have here is the original Commodore 1541 Mark II floppy disk drive. As you can see, it is well discoloured. Now, this is not due to nicotine in the air or anything like that. This is just how these go. The only thing that I'm actually missing is the power supply. I've got the serial cable to go to my newly created Pi 1541. There we go. Look at the size of those compared. That's awesome. And I need a power supply. Now these are, these are really pricey. And they are the sort of thing that just kind of give up, and as age kind of goes on. So I've been looking at getting a replacement, but then I found some guides on actually putting one together. And a few people have done different videos on putting them together using two different power supplies, because what you actually need is 5 volts and 12 volts. So yeah, and that's the power input there, 5 volts and 12 volts. So I had a search through and I actually came across this, and this is a power supply that I've already got. Seems to fit quite nicely, apart from the plug. So there we go, completely incorrect plug, not the right size at all. So what I would actually need is one of these, and this is available, my friend eBay. There we go. A couple of things I've got to do. One is to, now I've cut off the plug, one is to figure out which one of these is the 12 volt and which one is the 5 volt. That's the ground. And then I need to look at the schematics of what needs to go where inside this plug, and then solder it together and then try it. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. First thing I'm going to do is tidy up, and then we'll test to see which is 12 and which is 5. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Let's find out which of these pins is the right voltage. Now this is a brand new multimeter, so I've got a 1.5 volt battery here, just brand new out of the packet, and let's just test that. There we go, 1.59 volts. Okay, fantastic. I went to pick up my old multimeter the other day, and half the display is missing. So hey, there we go. It served me well for about 30 years, since I used to work at Tandy, and that's where I got it from. So let's test these right now. So we want in true electro boom style, we want that's the so the red is going to be 11.28, 11.29. That is going to be the 12 volt connection, and the white is going to be the 4.54, the 5 volt connection. So red 12, white 5. So now I need to get the schematic, and I need to solder them onto the new plug. So that's what we're going to do next. Okay, so here is that schematic for the power supply, and basically what we're looking at is pin 1 here is plus 5 volts DC, pin 2 is ground, pin 3 there'll be no connection, and pin 4 will be plus 12 volts. Okay, so that would all be good. I gave it several goes of soldering, and either my soldering kit is not up to par, or there was something wrong with the connector, or anyway, I'm rubbish at soldering. So I thought sometimes you just have to bite the bullet, and you go and you buy one. So here we are. Here's the correct connector. Here's the correct power supply, and c64lover.com, shout out. There we go. So we're going to be using this to power the 1541. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. I've got the power supply plugged in. Now, sorry for the shaky camera work here, but we're just going to switch on the 1541 and see if we've got power. This is the first time this has actually been spun up in however many years. Well, we've got the LED, the green LED. Let's just turn on the Commodore 64. and we're back to using the nice pink bush TV there, and let's just do the well, let's grab a disk, pop it in, and see if we can load a directory. Okay, please excuse the shaky camera work here, and of course this is all one-handed. Next investment, something to hold the camera. So let's load the directory up. And classic schoolboy error there. I did comma 8, comma 1. It's got to be comma 8. So all it's going to do is try and put that into memory. So let's just load. But what it does mean is that we actually got something there. The drive spun up. And read what was in the listing. Comes 64 basic, and with the drives it actually creates it as a program listing. So all I need to do now is type list. And there we are. Wow. So this has not been used for, oh wow, 30 years. And it is absolutely brilliant. Oh wow. Let's just go for the first program on the disk, which should be the index. Ooh, making noises, but that's what it did. And we've got nothing. Oh no. Oh, that's a shame. What happened there then? What happened there? Okay, so let's just give this a quick reset. Turn everything off. Turn it all back on again. This is not one of the discs I bought from the job lot, by the way. This is a disc which I've had since forever and was last known to be working, as they say. Untested, last known to be working. Aha, come on. Commodore disk user menu. Wow. Constructing the menu, please wait. Error, no files assigned to the menu. Okay, that's actually one of the programs on there, is the auto menu maker. So it has actually done the right thing. Let's try disk with something simple on it where I can just see what's on it. We'll be right back. Okay, so what we actually have here is the Commodore 1541 test demo diskette. So this seems like the perfect thing to test out our drive. Now, I'm really pleased with what we've got so far, because, you know, for a machine which has not been used for the best part of 30 years, that's the disk drive and the actual Commodore. It's running. So let's just perform a quick list of what's in the directory on the disk. And I think there's a program on here which lets you test the drive. So bear with me. Okay, so the disk loaded up the contents really straightforward actually. And actually looking at it, we do have something called performance test on there, so I am going to load that up now. Right, ready to go by the looks of that. Run. Okay, insert scratch diskette in drive. Okay, I need to find a disk which is absolutely dead. and not been used for anything. So let's just take a look through my my pile of old discs here and find one which says it is a blank disc. I actually have my one of my original boxes of discs here to search through. So let's just take a quick look. One which, yeah, that'll do. Bear with me. Okay, so I've got a disc in there now which has not got the right protect hole covered, and it says to press return when ready, so let's give it a go. Okay, that's just it making sure that it's right at the very edge of the disc. It's actually, on the Commodore disk drives, it's sector 18, not the first sector, which is quite interesting. That was an attempt to make them faster because it doesn't need to move right to the edge of the disc. Little bits and pieces you pick up off YouTube, eh? So this is just going to, it says wait about 80 seconds, so let's wait about 80 seconds. See what happens. Drive past mechanical test. That is excellent. I don't know what it tests. It may be worth me looking at a couple of guides just to see about kind of opening it up, giving it a clean, lubricating things that need lubricating, cleaning things that need cleaning, like heads. But sometimes I'm just I'm of the philosophy if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But then there's preventative maintenance, isn't there? I don't know. What do you think? Definitely want to try and do something about the colour. Compare it to the C64. They were the same colour, and you can see where the handle was. Amazing. Well, this seems to be writing data, reading it, all seems to be okay so far. Wow. Unit has passed performance test. Pull diskette from drive before turning the power off. Well, there we go. What can I say? I'm impressed. So now, the real fun starts. The whole purpose of getting this back up and running again was obviously the nostalgia value. But I've been and purchased all those discs, which I need to start to have a look and see what's on them, see if any of them actually work. And then I've got my old discs to go through as well. I've got all Commodore disk user discs. I've got oh wow, Creatures, Backup, Basketball, The Empire Strikes Back, Monopoly, Outrun, Commodore disk user, there's some golden stuff on here. 6510 assembler, as I was getting into that at some point. Paperboy, Iridium. Oh wow, old quizzes from when I used to run a different business. Mindbenders, Split Personalities, Trivial Pursuit. Okay, so there is stacks of stuff, and yeah, Tandy discs. Used to work at Tandy. So Elite. Oh wow, I've got Elite on disc. Okay, there might have to be some eliteness going off. I've still got a few more things to do here. I've got to, I'm in a separate room to where I usually do all my recording, so I've not got this rigged up to the capture at the moment, which is why we're pointing at the screen. But so I need to fix that. I need to decide whether to give it a clean, but I reckon what we'll do is on the next video, we'll just do a batch of discs. figure out some way of having the camera set up. We'll do a batch of discs and see what works, see what doesn't work. Until then, take care. Please give it a like, please give it a sub. Let me know what you think so far. Thanks everybody, take care, bye.